there was a time that a generation gap was 40 years of age. It's like if the person in your family is living, like let's say your father is 80 years old and you are 40 years old, and your son is newly born. So it would be said that there are three generations living in your house. But now the generation gap is decreased to 5%. I mean, to 5 years of age. So this is not my personal opinion. Well, this is the social scientific assumption. It's not assumption, but it's something proven that the 40 years of generation gap is decreased into 5 years of age. So, but still there are some issues with the new generation. I would say that the new generation, I mean, you and I also come in this generation. We are also included in this. Actually, the new generation, they are lucky having the generation gap decreased. Was like the generation gap 5 years, I would say it's like right now the young generation, I mean the 5 years old kid knows more than the 5 years old kid of the I would say 100 years ago. So the information is much available right now for the people. That's I would say good luck, or we can say that's a good luck of the new generation. While there is a bad luck, or we can say I would call that bad luck for the new generation, and that there are three things which cause them, I mean, bad luck. So the first is that, I mean, the information. So the problem with the young generation is the information. So they believe or they consider information knowledge. So knowledge is something that makes you do things. Even you don't speak, you don't have information, but you actually do things, or something is produced from your behavior that people understand and people know that this man is knowledgeable. From their own actions you can understand rather than speaking. So the young generation, they consider information is something that it's not actually changing you. It's like the history. We studied that for how long did Filani was or did a presidency, he preside the country. So this is just information. Like for example, how many I would say numbers or years are included in the book, or we can say the history is like how to use computer. All these things is information. So the first issue with the young generation is they consider information knowledge, while there is difference between knowledge and information. So young generation know a lot about the things, but they do not know how these things really change their life, how they become knowledgeable. So there is no basic change in their life. Although they have a lot of information, I mean the 5 years old kid right now has a lot of information than the 5 years old kid of 100 years ago or 40 years ago. That's the thing. The second problem with the young generation or with the new generation is they consider connection as a relationship. While there is difference between connection and relationship. If you have a connection with a person, it's different and than a relationship, because in relationship we do investments. The investment can be emotionally we are invested with the person, or we invest in the emotion, we invest in love, we invest time, we invest our strong bond, our physical connection, or we can say our heart relationship with them. We are spiritually and physically connected with the person. So this is called the relationship. While we are the new generation, they are connected with the person. Now if you want to disconnect the people who are socially connected, so it will take you a lot of efforts. It will cause you to do so many things to disconnect them. While in the connection, you can simply, for example, you want to be connected with a person who has 5 million followers. You just follow the person, so he or she you will be connected with him or her. But if you want to disconnect with the person, you can unfollow the person. So that's a very simple thing. While relationship is different, as I gave you example earlier. So third thing, our young generation, I mean the third issue with the young generation is they believe that convenience is the happiness of life. They say that if we are convenient, we will be happy in our life. So convenience is different than a happiness. So I would say these are the things that young generations, I would say, are facing with. These are the issues. These are the cyber scenarios which created among the young generations, and they have been deprived from the actual knowledge or the real happiness, or they are also deprived from the relationship, because the history of humanity has proven that if you want to be successful, you should have a relationship, real happiness, and real knowledge. So, and it's the responsibility of parents to teach the children what is the real relationship, what is the value of real relationship, and how we become happy, what are the factors that can make us happy, what do we mean by real happiness, and what can bring us real happiness. It's the responsibility of parents. And other thing, that's real knowledge, and we should teach our children we have to teach our new generation the real knowledge and the information. Yes, we have information, but how can we have a real knowledge in our lives?